Hey, good morning and welcome to the first part of the Rustlings walkthrough. Today we're going to be tackling variables. Now the Rust compiler is very helpful and it's going to guide us through most of this. In this case you see on the compiler on the left, we just have to add let on this line and we get a good compilation. Moving on to the second puzzle, we could see that on line 10, x equals 10, it needs to have a type. There is no type associated with that variable, so we need to go ahead and assign this. We'll do this by going into line 9 and then adjusting it so that way we give it a type of i32. Now this is almost close, we still have to initialize the variable itself. So let's go ahead and just set that to 0, and as you can see we get a good compilation. Now this one is also very straightforward. As you can see on the compiler on the left on line 10, x is being used but it isn't initialized. So if we jump into line 9, then we can go ahead and assign x to a particular value, in this case 42, and we get a good compilation. And once again we have another prime example of the Rust compiler telling you exactly what it is you need to do. Now variables in Rust are immutable by default, meaning they can't change. So in order to change a variable after it's already been assigned, we need to have the mute flag on the variable assignment. So we'll go into line 9 into let mute x equals 3. Now if you're coming from a programming language similar to JavaScript, the solution to this puzzle might not seem straightforward. And this is where we get into what's called variable shadowing. If we shadow the variable number by redeclaring it with let again, we create a second version of that variable, allowing us to successfully compile. And finally, for the last puzzle of today, once again, prime example of the Rust compiler helping you out every single step of the way. As you can see on line 8, number needs a type assignment. So we'll give it a type of i32 for a successful compilation.